YouTube, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where we bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday today. Alright, lads and ladettes, let's get into the appetizers here. And I want to talk to y'all about Rock Band 4. Yes, we haven't heard about Rock Band since 2015 when it launched, really. But guess what? It works with the PS5 and the Series X. Yes. Why can't anything else do? I'm talking about all the DLC included. Everything will be carrying over. That remains to be seen why everybody can't just do that. Everybody's trying to find a way to get a couple extra bucks in on this, and it is what it is at this point. But it's good to know that a game all the way back in the middle of, almost pretty much in the beginning of last gen, or this gen still, is being supported by next gen. So shout out to next gen consoles because they're supporting basically everything from this current gen, and I absolutely love it. Lads and ladettes, so in the past we've seen Doom and Skyrim run on certain stuff like pregnancy tests. Yes. Now how would you feel if Doom Eternal was running on a fridge? Yeah. No, I'm not kidding. Doom Eternal is running on a refrigerator, as you can see here. So basically, Doom, there's no other way to explain it. Somebody got it to run on a refrigerator, and here's proof right here. Somebody had it running on a refrigerator. This is absolutely insane. And I'm a Doom fan. I am a Doom fan. I played Doom 2016. I played all the other Dooms. I own all of the other Dooms. I kind of waited. I wish I would have. I kind of wish I would have waited on Doom 64 because then we basically got the limited run versions in the Nintendo 64 case. And honestly, it's very upsetting that I missed out. But Doom Eternal on a refrigerator. Could you just imagine, I don't know, for any reason, you're putting something in the microwave and you're waiting, but you don't want to go all the way back to the living room or your bedroom or your office, wherever your game system is. And you decide, you know what, let me get my Xbox controller. I'm going to play Doom on a refrigerator. Right, lads and ladettes, remember maybe a couple months ago to last year, we heard about Kevin Levine starting his own studio, one of the original developers of BioShock. He started his own studio, and we haven't really heard about him since. Well, basically, they're working on it and they're actually looking for some staff. They're looking for a couple positions, and it's actually going to help that they're basically making another first-person shooter, but it also has basically kind of open world elements. It's actually in the late stages of production, and that's very, very good. And I would like to see, just take the same people who made BioShock and have them create something entirely different. The BioShock games are very good, they're very imaginative, and they're very fun. Especially BioShock Infinite. I can't wait to see what they're going to have. You know, this studio was only made up of about 35 people, but we'll see if what those 35 people can do because, if it's 35 brilliant minds, we definitely have some fire to look forward to. Alright, lads and ladettes, let's get further on and further moving. Well, it appears that NBA 2K players aren't too happy simply because they've been scammed out of about a total of $215,000. That's in the Australia and New Zealand area, and it appears that a famous Twitch streamer by the name of Step Back Rack, and he basically just conned some young gamers talking about they could probably flip their money. Now, where have I heard that before? Especially on the earlier days of Facebook and Instagram, they're saying, yo, you want to turn 100 into 100,000 or 1,000 or whatever, and people will fall for it, and then they're scammed out of their money. So a YouTuber by the name of Tassino, he actually said, I have strong reasons to believe that Step Back Rack is the man behind a huge illegal pyramid scheme that took place in the NBA 2K community, in which over 200,000 got taken from young vulnerable victims believing they could flip their money. Now honestly, this is what it is, right? This is why you need to keep your young people safe. This is why parental control needs to be put on these game systems. And this is actually kind of disgusting. Not even kind of, this is pretty disgusting. To be scamming people who are just vulnerable, trying to play the game and enjoy their game. They already got to deal with the microtransactions. And now people are in this community enjoying games with you. And you kind of want to destroy that by basically stealing from them. Yeah, that kind of sucks. And that's tight. So we already got xCloud. It's still officially in beta, but it runs very, very well. I've only tested it very briefly, but it runs very well. And now you're probably wondering, I don't want to hold my Xbox One controller or my Series X controller and hold my phone up or use the clip. So you're looking for something easier. Well, Nacon has you covered, or Nacon, however you pronounce it. Please forgive me if I'm butchering that. But they've made two very interesting looking controllers. One of them looks like the thing that just latches onto the sides and you just play. The other one just downright looks like an Xbox controller. I'm talking about with the, what do you call these parts? The parts that you can have a better grip on. It just straight up hooks to your phone, and this actually looks amazing. It actually looks amazing. It actually releases in early 2021, and I think I'll be getting in the xCloud. I'll be getting one of these, especially the one that looks like an Xbox, because this design is the absolute best design for any controller. Fight me. Anyway, but yeah, this actually looks brilliant. It looks beautiful, and honestly, by then, well, we got 2.5 more months until we get to 2021. I can't wait to see what's going on. It's gonna release next year, so I can't wait to see what xCloud is gonna be from then on. Alright, lads and ladders, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of the stories today. And I want to start off with you with Borderlands 3. Yes. So, Borderlands 3, pretty solid game, right? I played 20, 30, maybe 40 hours of the game and didn't even finish it. And then they're still actually supporting it, have Halloween events, they have plenty of DLC and everything like that. They support Borderlands games very well, right? Well, they support it so well that it's going to be available on the Xbox Series X and the PS5 on day one. But wait, there is a catch. Depending on what region you're in, it might support it a little later. So here, let me go over it real quick, right? So this article comes to you from Forbes, and the original article comes from Polygon. November 10th in worldwide on the Xbox Series X, November 12th on the PS5, US, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, those two regions are taking some L's right now, and the 2K situation. Japan and South Korea on November 12th, and then November 19th, PS5 everywhere else. And I'm like, I almost said where, but yeah, you got the rest of Europe, you got Italy and stuff like that. But it's really, really good to hear some people doing that. Now, I don't understand why EA feels the need to do that. Charge you for an upgraded version. Then FIFA is just releasing inferior stuff on the Nintendo Switch. What is EA doing? But then you want us to pay for upgraded versions of Madden and stuff like that, right? I don't understand. You just want to give us sweatier players? No. We are going to get Borderlands updated on the next gen systems day one. And get this, 60 frames per second, 4K, vertical split screen. You cannot beat that. If I had any other Borderlands players, then maybe I would jump back in. I actually have it on the Xbox One, meaning it would carry over to my Xbox Series X. And as much time as I played that game, man, I definitely want to finish it. Alright, lads and ladders, let's talk about Game Pass. Yes, well, we got some big stuff coming. We got some big stuff leaving on Game Pass this month. And well, let's go over the list here. So, Age of Empires 3, that is coming on October 15th. Heave-Ho for PC, that is coming on Xbox October 15th as well. Age of Empires is coming to PC only. Katana Zero is going to be on the Android console and PC. Wow. Xbox, that's coming out straight off Xbox October 15th. As I'm reading this list, I'm getting more and more excited because I went over it, but I think I'm doing it one more time. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is going to be on console and PC on October 15th. Now, if I didn't have this game on a Nintendo Switch, I would carry this over so I can finish this game. But to be on Game Pass and the JRPG, your Xbox ain't messing around. And then, of course, you got Swords of Ditto, Momo's Curse, PC, October 15th. Scourge Braylon, console, October 21st. Cricket 19, October 22nd. We make that a little easier for you. Superland, console, October 22nd. Grounded, a big game preview update. That is, it doesn't have a date. And then you got DLC updates on Game Pass. Black Desert Succession update. Destiny 2 Festival of the Lost until November 3rd. It's just a seasonal thing. Same thing with Doom Eternal, Halloween 2020 until October 29th. Overcooked 2 Moon Harvest Festival. State of Decay 2 Update 21, an open range pack. Wow, okay. And then of course we have what's leaving. Felix the Reaper is leaving both consoles and PC. Metro 2033 Redux, and if you haven't played that, it's on console and PC. I think you should definitely get on it right now. If not, go ahead and buy it because these Metro games are absolutely amazing. Minute, a nice one of those wonderful indie games, console and PC. This is all on October 15th. Saints Row 4 Re-Elected leaving PC, which is a very fun game, and State of Mind leaving on October 15th. Now, October 30th, what is also leaving is After Party consoles, Lego Star Wars 3 consoles, Rise and Shine leaving consoles. Now, I want to actually talk about Rise and Shine. Now, when the game originally came out, I definitely want to talk about it because it was very, very fun. And you play as, it's like a comic or a little animated, like a cartoon, where you play as a kid with some huge gun who speaks to the kid and has different bullets. It's actually very, very fun. It's a very, very good indie game. And it gets very, very hard toward the end, but it is actually very rewarding. I definitely think that if you have until October 30th, if you haven't played this game, it's maybe 10 to 15 hours long, you definitely should play it. It's actually very fun. I'm surprised it didn't get enough love because I promise you, once you do play it, you'll be like, wow, this game actually is pretty fun. Honestly, if you actually do play, let me know down in the comments below what you actually think about it. Play a few hours and tell me what you think. That's your homework for today, lads and ladettes. So, and then of course we got Tacoma leaving console and PC, the Lord of the Rings adventure card game console and PC, and then the Red Strings Club leaving consoles and PC. Now, well, Game Pass continues to do absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it. And well, I never thought I'd see the Metro games leave there because they were there for a hot minute. And Metro Redux, Metro 23 Redux with the first one, that's the very first one, leaving Game Pass. Well, you already know the other games are set to follow. And man, if you haven't played them, once again, play through all of them. They're very, very good. As a light, so Spider-Man will be coming out alongside the PS5 and still be launching on the PS4. I will not be getting it on the PS4. Absolutely not. I will be getting the Ultimate version. But we don't really know so much about the story as of yet, right? But Game Informer just yesterday released the cover recently for Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's the cover on for the October version of November version, basically, of the Game Informer magazine. And now Spider-Man is on there, and it's interesting because Miles is there, and who's behind him? Peter. Yeah, that's actually very interesting. But then we also don't know who the villain is for this game. Well, they released there's a Daily Bugle type thing that gets released on the internet, and they were just telling us all about the villains and everything. Well, it appears that while there is no Kingpin or anybody else, some other people are going to jump up, and this neon crew, they're called the Underground, and they appeared in the previous game. I really don't remember them as much, but they powered up, and they said, no, we are the absolute strongest, and so they definitely powered up. And right here, it says right here on the Daily Bugle, they even gone so far as to brazenly claim they're more powerful than the city's most notorious crime boss, Kingpin. Just when New Yorkers have started to feel safe again, I'm a New Yorker, the gang's reemergence has reminded us all that this is the city that never sleeps. Facts. Calm never lasts long. What is the Underground planning, and will either of the Spider-Men step up to shut them down? Now, this is what gets me here, right? They're showing recognition that both Spider-Men are walking around defending the city, and you got a whole, just imagine just a force of spider people just defending all of the city. Would be awesome, right? I can't wait to play this game. Seriously, I can't wait to play this game. And you know what else excites me? Just the fact that they released some of this information right here on what's going on once you play it on PS5, which means it's just, this is the most optimal way to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. And here's some of the specs. PS5 performance mode, dynamic 4K 60 frames per second, immediately going there. PS5 high fidelity mode, 4K 30 frames per second, ray tracing, plus other improved visuals. No loading screens, even when fast traveling. Very impressive ray tracing. I'm not playing this on a PS4. I'm not playing this game until I can get a PS5. You understand what I'm saying? With all of the hubbub and all of this just scrounging around. Just yesterday, we were told that we could have got some, we could try to get some pre-orders. And then I walk into GameStop, of course with the manager I know, shout out to the manager, that's my boy. And he said, yo bro, where are you hearing this from? You're the second person that walked in saying that there's pre-orders. And he actually sat down, he worked, and he looked on the computer, and he couldn't find anything. He didn't hear anything, he didn't know anything. But this is the most optimal way to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. I might be getting Cyberpunk and then carrying that over, even though that's days later, but honestly, realistically, it's 2020. I'm probably not getting a PS5 or Xbox Series X on the day of release, because the way everything has been handling it, because 2020 sucks. Yeah, I know, honestly, but I'm so excited because I remember the picture where basically we saw Spider-Man jump through a window, but we saw his whole reflection in the window. That's the power of ray tracing, and I'm just so excited about that. What about you? Let me know that in the comments below. Are you really excited about Spider-Man? I know the answer is yes, but please be verbal. Let me know down in the comments below. Lads and lads, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and scroll up to all so you know when your boy is posting it. Oh, please don't forget to share. Share this everywhere. I see that my views went up just yesterday, but I would also like for my followers to go up. My loyal followers, go ahead and once we reach a certain goal, maybe I'll give something away around here, but I ain't just in a giving away mood just as of yet, but I will be doing that. So lads and lads, please go ahead and share, hit the like button, like I said, if not, hit the dislike. Thank you for coming. 9 a.m. Monday to Friday, and maybe some surprises down the line. Lads and lads, this video is finito.